Happy July 4th. Welcome to the Prentice Update for June. And we're going into the second half of the year. So, a lot of exciting stuff that's going to help you get people hired by first creating a network. And mapping the network is what we focus on this month. So, let me show you what I mean. So, first, when any sort of student signs up, they have the LinkedIn sync. And when they do that, all the employers that they're associated with on LinkedIn will get created in our system too. So then as other people sign up that might be working at that same company, whether it's a recent student or an alumni, it's going to map that network to show who works where. So as an example, let's look at this job experience on a sample profile. So when they have Blend, they'll be able to search and it's going to show that company if it exists in our system. But if not, they'll be able to search LinkedIn for that company and then associate that job experience with it. But again, this is automatic when they sign up. Once someone is associated, which we already went ahead and associated everyone in the system already. So then when someone's on the job search, it's gonna be really cool. Because one, we go to the job search page and we look at the job tracker. And a big update we have is one is a completely different view. So now they have tabs instead of everything in one view. So it's very organized. Details, tasks, interviews, notes, everything in its own place, and can easily change status here, can easily share it, open link, delete job, whatever they got to do. It's much easier to use and much cleaner to the eye. But the cool thing is the connections tab. So over here, we're looking at connections, and for Blend, looks like Victor is working at Blend, and we're connected through this sample community that we're in. So we can easily message Victor, say, hey, some things, we're in the same community, whatever it might be. But this is going to help that serendipity, make sure that people can get connected with who they have to get connected. So that's the first part. The second thing here is also if you go to a company profile. So company profiles also fairly synced from LinkedIn, which makes it easy for them to come on to the platform, especially if you're trying to attract a new employer partner. And then on their profiles, they also have, the connections tab. So it's going to show those same people in addition to any events, jobs, or the about section for that company. Then for the extension for our job tracker, that got an update too, not related to the network, but making it really easy. So if I open that up, look at Prentice and see it pulls information. We added a couple of new fields, including being able to do a contact email, then office policies being pulled in automatically, job type, salary range, and a description. So if we click on this one, the salary range will be pulled in, no problem. And that way people don't have to copy and paste a lot of information. So this is going to make things a lot easier. Then the next thing is to go on the admin side. So as a community manager, lots of people want to know what's going on in the community in terms of job seekers. And instead of going to each job tracker and viewing what's going on, you can now go to the new activity tab. So the activity tab is going to show all job activity, applications, when it's added, interviews, and hopefully offers. It's going to show you when it was, and then specifically that job. And if it's a company that's in the platform, you'll be able to click on this to go to that company. In addition, it's going to show when people hit their weekly quota. So that's going to help out in terms of determining, what's happening, and, giving you a 360-degree view of what's going on. Then going to the community. So every single person is now have a new field called current role, which if we go back to the profile page, right here. Okay, so I can't get back to that page. Oh no, here. So if we go back to the profile page, you're going to see that there's a current role field right now for experience. So this was automatically set for students. So don't worry, nothing to tell them. And it's going to show their most recent position from LinkedIn automatically. And that's how we're going to determine what to show on the people page in the community. So now it's going to show with their current role, what's their last education. So if you're a boot camp, it'll show your name. And then the program they completed plus the time and year. So it's going to show basically a cohort. Then there's obviously location. And if you want to message them, easy to do that. So that's going to be a little bit more personable than the other rate. And other thing with LinkedIn. So, tracking placements is obviously a huge part, especially when people ghost you. So you might be on the job seekers page and thinking, oh, wow, who is ghosting me over here? And you see all these grayed out people, you're they're inactive. So whoever is inactive, but still a job seeker, we are automatically going to check once a month on their LinkedIn to see if they have new positions that they've added. So if they've gotten hired and got a new role, we'll email them, say, hey, we noticed you have this new role. If you're hired, then Microsoft Marketing System, which will be done automatically. And if they log in, they can stop that action from happening. So you don't have to continuously follow up and figure out and check LinkedIn every single month. We will do that for you. And other than that, the only thing we did in the back end is we updated all our emails, so they're nice and pretty, but also getting delivered way more consistently. So that's in the background. But otherwise, a lot more coming. And if you have any questions, always reply to this email. Otherwise, look forward to second half of 2022 and helping you out with getting people hired.